Hi, I'm Silvio and this is part 3 of my 2025 Christmas Village full tutorial series. When you plan to add a train and a railroad to a Christmas village, no matter if it is a small, medium, large, extra large, you need to start with that, simply because placing correctly the rails, avoiding common errors and trying to find the right spot for every building is quite difficult. But for the first time this season I will add the railroad and the train very late in the season, and that will be a big problem. Why? Because I will not have my train and my railroad at the first level, on the ground level, but it will be at a certain height, so I must first build everything before attempting to build my railroad. So it is time to start one of the longest tasks of this 2025 season, and I will start with, I will not tell you, no, I will zip my mouth. Then what you will see another building for the left side of the layout, the commercial/industrial side, maybe some more elements of the cobblestone path there, and I don't know right now, simply because I'm a little behind schedule this week, because I had to go to France for work for 4 days in a row, so I just have 3 days before this video will be online. So no pressure, no pressure, let's get to work. Well, I will start by trying to complete this Tetris game here I have, adding all the styrofoam panels missing to complete the first ground level, because I will need to first of all slide these cobblestone patterns a little more towards the right here. So let's add some styrofoam, some expanded styrofoam. Well, next, let me slide the cobblestones towards the right, and let me add some more cobblestone, not all of them. well, good like this. It's not the final position simply because here, yes, I have the main street. Here I have a secondary street, but also here I will have another street going towards the back of the layout, and here I started a curve to finish on the border of the layout. I couldn't manage to 3D print all the pieces for today's video, for this part 3 of the new 2025 season, simply because, as I already told you some minutes ago, I had just 3 days to make something to present to you. Now, guys, what I want to add. Here you have a strange, very strange oval hole here, okay? That is in the middle of the 2 walls of the 2 stairs there, okay? So these can be prolonged. I will let you see what I mean by that. That means that I have composed the same hole, the same oval hole there, that in my intention need to be a long pipe, a long oval pipe, 2 pieces up and down. I will not join them together right now. I simply want to get these into its place and see the result, guys. So this is in the middle right there, not too bad. The piece was huge. That piece was huge, impossible to print in one single piece. But let me continue the pipe. Same design, 2 more pieces like that. Same design, an up and a down. That is meant to be placed there. I will most probably swear when trying to assemble these together, but I will try to do it anyway. And then the third piece, that will be the final piece. Otherwise, I don't know, maybe if needed I can continue going deeper towards the end of the layout, but for now I don't need it, okay? I simply need to add here and there some more supports for the rest of the buildings that will cover this area here, and then this area here, okay? Strange starting point. I could have started in plain middle of the layout and then expand, but I wanted to complicate my life, so I have started from the sides. And obviously, guys, at this level here, more or less. So guys, and there I was saying that there, more or less at this level here, will be present the railroad. Very strange position for the railroad, but I will tell you nothing more. But the railroad will be present, not covering the entire layout, but just the back side, then having a strange movement. Too much. My problem will be, how can I get naturally, not with some pole, to that 8 before adding the railroad? I don't know. Then let me measure this. Obviously, I still have on file the rest of the pieces to be 3D printed like those ones. First, it will be a waste of time and guys, a waste of material, guys, also. If I just can add some expanded styrofoam here, but not very 8, but not exactly matching the top or the top border here, but maybe let's say 5 millimeters, half a centimeters less tall than this, and then simply just add some 3D printed pieces, 3 pieces, in order to match those squared, very regular cobblestones here I added there, because with a styrofoam, not even the extruded one, you can achieve that level of precision. So here I have 16.5 centimeters by 52 by 26 centimeters. 26 centimeters, it will be tricky, but I think I can manage to add something there. Let's get to the cutting table. Strange dimensions. I know that you know most probably that the tallest pieces of styrofoam I use are 12 centimeters thick, and there I have 16.5 centimeters, let's say 16 centimeters. If I can use those pieces there, maybe like that, it can work. Yes, I will need to fix them very well. And I left 5 meters from the top of the styrofoam to the top of the 3D printed pieces. Okay, so this will be a good base for some buildings, not a waste of filament. Here I have, I think, almost the same, 52, yes, but only 12. Lucky me, just one piece there. Just one piece there. Okay, let's add that single piece. And yes, guys, I'm not that crazy. If I can, I will recycle pieces I've already used in previous season. And anyway, this will be hidden behind some walls, so no problem with that. Possible. Yes, possible. Yes, possible. Yes, possible. Yes, possible. With all the buildings getting there, some walkway here, and the rest of the buildings there. A little unstable, but achievable. Possible. Okay? And guys, this hole here would almost be impossible to carve into styrofoam, so that's why I use it, and that's why I 3D printed it, and not just simply use some styrofoam. Very strange model, but industrial pipe like that one will suit the buildings from the left side. What else, guys? Yes. I already told you in the first minutes that I would add a second building to the left side, but I will need to accommodate that building onto something because it will be on the left, no, on the right of the first building of building number 17, the top building there, but there is nothing to accommodate it right now. And this piece here of styrofoam, always expanded styrofoam, will help me achieve that. All those wires like that. Okay. Then obviously I will miss some other styrofoam there. I'm not there. So this piece of styrofoam is at the same height of this piece here, just to have continuity on the right of the building number 17. And as I told you, all my buildings, if I can, will be one beside the other with no space or a very little minimum space. Why that? Simply because 3D printers are not industrial machineries, okay? So maybe some deformation from time to time can occur. There are 3D printers that do that, but you need to spend thousands and thousands of euros, equals thousands and thousands of USD. So I've added that. I will not add another building there, guys, not this week. Let me try to add something else. Now, guys, I will start one of the longest tasks of this 2025 season. And this task will involve a railroad and a train. But not my usual train you have seen me putting in my layouts many times during the past seasons. Last time, I think 2 seasons ago. It will be of the same brand, Bachmann Trains, an American brand, and of the same scale, ON30. This because that scale is exactly the same scale as Lemax/Limax buildings and all other buildings I have or I produce. I wanted to avoid having a smaller train compared to the buildings or giant train compared to the buildings, and I made a tutorial some years ago on that, on trains and buildings scales. Why I will not use my beloved train, the one painted in white and red with some Norman Rockwell paintings on the sides of the cars, etc. Simply because this season I will use a railroad and a train that will be completely mad, completely strange. So I will need to completely change the aspect of the locomotive, not the cars, etc. And for that I will use some spare locomotive I have since, I don't know, I had it for many years, and some spare cars I've never used, but I have there, because I always have spare parts for everything. The locomotive will be this one, guys. It is, as my beloved locomotive, Bachmann ON30 260 mogul steam locomotive. 3 main wheels, etc. So this is not very attractive because it is simply silver and black, and I will completely disassemble this and modify this. I cannot 3D print myself a locomotive with an engine inside without first disassembling this, because I will keep the engine that will allow me to have the train in movement, but the rest, everything else, I will disassemble it and redesign completely the locomotive. I think the tender will remain the same, and the wagons, the cars, will remain the same in designs, but not in color. So I will modify this black locomotive, and I will also do some maintenance on it. I have this since 2016 or 2015, I don't remember correctly, maybe 2015, but I never, and I repeat, I never do some maintenance on it, and I don't know if it will roll on the railroads without difficulties, if the motor still work, the engine, the electric engine still work. No, it's not true. I know that it works because I tested it, but it seemed like very slow compared to my other locomotive. So I will open it and do total maintenance. Let me show you what I have in mind. So the train work. Here I have my standard track that will be connected to the sector, okay? And I will add, just for test, 2 more straight rails there. So I will connect the AC adapter for the train, that is a 12-volt AC adapter, and then I will place the loco on the rails, and the loco works, okay? I think it works, yes, but it's rolling too slow on the railroad. At the same with the same exact voltage, my previous locomotive is going faster than this one. So I will try to disassemble this and do some maintenance. I will keep it disassembled for the time I will need to model a new locomotive, a new design, etc. This is a piece that it has been engineered. So here I have the blueprint from Lemax/Limax. It is the blueprint concerning the ON3260 Mogul steam locomotive. From the left side there is the locomotive, and from the right side there is the tender. I will not disassemble the tender. Let's not consider the tender. So the locomotive with a blueprint should always be disassembled from bottom to top, okay? So I will need to remove each time some screw, each time some components, and then I will need to know exactly where each piece will be when I will need to reassemble these. So for this purpose, I will number each screw like that: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for example. That are the initial screws. And I will do the same thing with this support here. I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And here I have some double-sided tape that will allow me to glue each piece I remove from each piece I disassemble from the locomotive to be added to this tape here, double-sided tape. So I will take a small screwdriver and I will need to disassemble first 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So from downside, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth will be, the one that connects the locomotive to the tender through this stuff here.
Help me, I'm dug in so deep and I need to climb and show me another path I can walk around these clouds. Everybody comes to the edge sooner or later in life. Help me, I'm lost in doubt. Now I'm bringing light to the dark. Oh, I'm bringing light to the dark. I'm bringing light to the dark. You're an angel.
Good. I will not disassemble these any further. Okay, I simply need to clean this mess here because there is a mess. Then I will use some more grease, etc. But this is really a mess. And I will start by cleaning this. This grease here is completely hardened.
Legend I heard about angel pulling me from the depths I pray and do I'm rising up. I'm now I'm shining like a diamond in the midnight sky. Angel, a myth of a legend I heard about. Angel, pulling me from the depths of being who I'm rising up. Now I'm shining like a diamond in the midnight sky. You are an angel.
Good, well, a little of explanation here. The black and white wires that I marked here, that were in black in this hole here and white in this hole here, are those black and white wire here that are connected to the front LED, the front LED, the front lantern of the locomotive. Okay, then here goes the black wire, here goes the red wires, that are those two wires here that you can see here, and they are not soldered. They could have been soldered, but they are not soldered, but instead they are pinned there with those two caps there. They will pin them there, okay, like that, or maybe better like that, with the wires coming from the top. Okay, it will pin them there. I've managed to add too much I add too much power to my arms, and then I pulled too hard those two wires that are connected now, that were connected there, but I marked with a plus here where the red was connected, and this is where it was soldered, and then the other one is obviously the black wire. Okay, so those two were then pushed into this hole here like that, and they come out from that hole there. Let me try with the red one. There is a tiny hole there. like that, but I will not use that hole. There is an extra screw. Let me unscrew the extra screw that I have in here. No, it's not necessary. I simply don't remember the trajectory of the two wires. They were there. Okay guys, I will not assemble this with the cover, simply because, as I already told you, I will need to do something else with this loco here. So I will keep it like that for now, and I think it has reached a good speed right now. Okay, it was very messy, and now I think it is good. Let me clean here, and I will reassemble the the uh, the rails in order to let you see if it goes straight and good on top of the rails too. Okay, now let's see if it, obviously those wires here I will shorten them once I completed these. Let me test. Oops. It is at half speed like before, but now it goes really fast. Okay, let me reduce. This was set as before at half speed. This is 0, like that. The arrow is pointing towards the front. This is half speed. This is maximum speed. So half speed there. Let me reduce. This is a quarter speed. Okay, and it goes. Good. You have seen that now it is there. This is what I will modify, okay guys? Let me turn this like that. This is what I will modify. I will not reuse this there. Or maybe yes, maybe not, but right now I don't think so. Okay, I just need to replace this with what I have in mind. And this obviously is also was also there like that. And I will not use it anymore. Okay, good. So first step of this long task, I had to do some maintenance on the engine, on the electric engine, and on the gears that, as you have seen, were very compromised. I still need to get these little screw a little more tightened. Like this one is good. Okay, and then yes, I also needed to find a new solution for the front lantern that was where I was using the black and white wires connected to that point there, to those points there. But let's see what this season will bring me for this train here. The maintenance is done, guys. Let's do something else. Something else. This something else will concern the ground level of the next building you will see in this series. This is another building for the left side of the layout, the industrial/commercial side of the layout. Right now it is unpainted, it is nothing, practically nothing. And I told to myself, and you already know, that generally my buildings, what I 3D model and 3D print, have also some wall-mounted street lamps from the outside of the buildings, okay? So once I finished modeling a building, I then try to figure out the right dimension, the right design for an outside street lamp, wall-mounted street lamp. And I said, okay, I know that I can do this even this season, but can I find on the market some alternative in order to let you also do it if you want, not just always 3D printing, but adding some street lamps, some wall-mounted street lamps to what you have done? Yes, I found it. More practically, those street lamps here that are very tiny. Here I have another sample. Those street lamps are street lamps for train modelers, okay? For N-scale train modelers, and I will explain to you right now. Obviously, this street lamp will be useless in Lemax Christmas villages. Let me take a pencil. Normally, Lemax building or Lemax buildings are between 148 and 164 of real buildings. It means 48 times smaller or 64 times smaller than normal buildings, okay? And the people are generally between are 6 centimeters. Figurines are 6 centimeters tall, between 1 to 22 and 1 to 25. Those are figurines, okay? This means that obviously figurines are almost double in size than the buildings, okay? The scale of the figurines is double the scale of the buildings, more or less. That's why if you put a figurine in front of a building, the figurine is taller, but very taller than the front door of that building, okay? N-scale trains, and this is a street lamp for N-scale train modelers, okay? Train models. And on the market you will find N-scale and Z-scale props street lamps very easily, not the other scales. So N-scale is between 1 to 150 and 1 to 160. So 150 times smaller than, not 150 times. You take a building that is 12 meters, you divide it by 150 or 160 and you obtain this. If you multiply this age by 150, you obtain a normal street lamps you will find on your cities, okay? And this street lamp here, right now, it is 5 centimeters, okay, 5 centimeters, too small. And 1 to 150 is 3 times, more or less, 3 times, let's say 3 times smaller than a street lamp you will need for Lemax villages, Lemax Christmas villages. This scale, another scale very common in train modelers, modelers is 1 to 220, more or less. Yes, 220. Even smaller than those ones, okay? And normally I use these buildings, these street lamps here that are 12 centimeters, okay? So 3 times, no, but from here to there is 5 centimeters, 10 centimeters, it must be 15 centimeters using the correct one. This one is 12 centimeters, 0.5. So at least the dimensions are correctly. This is in scale with Lemax/Lemax buildings. This one, no, it is too little. Yeah, this is too little. 4.5, 4, 8, 9, 12. So, but those two are compared. This one goes with Lemax. This one goes with N scale. Okay, and ON30 train scale, the one I use, are 1 to 48 themselves, okay? That's why I use trains that are ON30 gauge, so scale, okay? 1/48, exactly as the Lemax buildings. So a locomotive compared to a building has the right dimension. That's why you don't have to use N-scale models or Z-scale train models that are very cheap, very commonly found on the market, but not suited for Lemax Christmas villages. So for a street lamp, this is too small. But what for a wall-mounted street lamp that are smaller because they are in scale with the doors of the buildings, okay? So it seems like it is correct. Let me show you the light. It's not pure white, cold white, as I love to use them. It is a more too yellowish, but I can use them instead of replacing all of them. Let's see if I get it correctly. No, it's the opposite. So this is the light you obtain. White, yes, not perfectly crystal clear. So let me mark these as positive. In this way I don't risk to damage the LED. It's not like the trains that can work on both plus and minus. They go forward or backward. Those needs to be in the correct position. And inside there is a 3-volt SMD LED, so perfect for this case. The problem with those street lamps is they are like that. I cannot take the wires off. That's the problem, because obviously the glass is plastic and the bottom here is plastic, also the top here. The rest is metal, aluminum, okay? And the wire get inside the aluminum, okay? Get inside, but the wires came out from one side. This one allow me to get the wires out. Okay, like that. Okay, so here I have some very tiny wires. Those are enamel wires. It means that they are like the wires you find inside the Christmas ornaments, okay, for your Christmas trees. Very tiny, just very tiny, very thin copper wires covered by enamel, okay, by enamel, and these prevent them to touch one against the other. All right, so what I will do with those lamps here, first of all, I will cut the main tube there, whoops, like that. Then I will also cut the external one. This one, maybe it is too, let me see if I can get this done like that. Okay, so I kept only the two wires like that, and those street lamps fit there, okay, fit there on top of the building there, like that. I simply need to have two of them placed there, and then a hole for the wires. Yes, it is enough. Okay, so now I need to modify this one in order to accommodate the wires. Okay, so I will use my wires. Those one are very thin and very delicate. Okay, like this. So in order to be able to solder those wires to this one, I need to remove the enamel, and the enamel can only be removed by a flame. So I was saying, let's try to remove a little of enamel from the wires.
I miss that sexy smile, looking forward to see you. I hope I will lose control. Love you every night, no checking the time, just us loving you on.
Good. And then this will get gently inside here, but I will not fix them right now because I will need to paint the building before. And then obviously I will isolate one of the two wires. I will isolate it, okay. For now on, I will do the second one like that. Okay guys, I will do the second one and then I will show you something more for this part 3. Now, if you remember correctly part 2, you have certainly guessed that I will have some windows there, some glasses from this condemned door, this window here, this one, and here I have the door, the entry door. So I will most probably, but certainly use this transparent PVC plastic as main object to make the window. But guys, big windows, if I just want the door or the window here, the large window there, to be completely see-through, transparent, and having something on this window here and on the fake door there as some posters, as something to be attached to the glass, to the windows. Can I 3D print something? No. Can I print on this PVC with laser or inkjet printer? No. So, do I need to cry in order to get that done? Absolutely not. And this is a new technique, guys, a new something for this 2024, no, it is 2025, sorry, 2025 season, part 3. I will use water slide decal transfer papers, and in this case they are transparent, clear, crystal clear. Those are, as the name said, water slide decals. It means that you can print on them, and those one are for an inkjet printer. You can print with the inkjet on the paper, then protect what you have 3D print, what you have printed, inkjet printed, okay? Then cut, place each of the figure you have printed in some water for some seconds, then the part you have printed slide from the paper and you can glue it on whatever you want. I used those many years ago, I think in 2017 last time, but those ones are new, they are not from 2017, for my train, okay, to attach some of the Norman Rockwell painting design onto my train. And this is the only solution, but they need to be transparent clear to get something, a poster attached on the windows or a poster attached on a wall. Same thing if you want a poster on a wall. And I will use them many times this new 2025 season, not 2024, 2025. So the papers are simply thick papers that from one side are paper, but thick paper, and from the other side you have some decals, some decals material, and you need to print on this side. And generally inkjet printers that have a drawer, you need to place these face down, because the paper is taken like that and then printed on like this. If it is something with the paper outside, like HP printers, etc., you need to place it face up like this, and the paper will slide in like that. But if it is a drawer like this, face down, if it is some paper that you place outside of the printer, face up. Okay? And once printed, you get these guys. This is like printing on some high definition paper. I printed 3 of them, because maybe one will get lost, and it is something I've learned from when I attached some decals on my first train. They tend to be ruined if you don't take attention, if you don't pay attention. So I printed 3 of them. I made a test before, it was too little, then I inverted the paper and made. Obviously I will cut it like that, because this part here I still can use it to print some more decals on top of it. So first thing to do, the price, those are 20 sheets, almost 19.9 of paper of decals, 19 euros, 19 USD, so 1 euros each decals, okay, 1 USD each decal. So don't waste it. That's why I will cut these, and I will cut it. This is usable once again. If I place this piece of paper in some water, the pigment, the ink I used will water off, okay, will completely dissolve. So each time you use a decal, you need, before using it, you need to protect, at least with 3 layers, the decals itself. So let's protect the decals itself. Good. Some protection against the mess, like this. I will pin these just in the corners, like that. and then 3 layers of acrylic, transparent acrylic, 3 layers at least, okay guys, from this side here, 3 layers. Not this is the one I used to waterproof everything, but you can use whatever acrylic you want. The important is that it needs to be crystal clear, transparent, okay? And obviously like this. Then you need to wait at least 15 minutes from for each layer, okay guys? Now I will wait and you also will wait, but instead you will see this done once I will put it there on the painted and finished building, okay guys? So first is done, I will wait 15 minutes, then I will do 2 more of them. Sorry, I should have done this outside, but for showing you it is not possible. 3 other 2 layers, then I will cut this, but I will show you later, okay? Okay guys, good. I have here the first floor. So what I did, I painted obviously the building, then I added some inside scene. It is a bookstore. Then I added the 2 lanterns. You have seen me assembling them before. Then I covered with some floor pattern there, okay? And here I have all the connection, all the wire connection. And I also prepared this little piece of plexi, transparent plexi that will go right there, guys, okay? Let me remove all my fingerprints from this. I will remove all my fingerprints there. And there. I also clean my fingerprints. Now, here in the corner, I will add this one. So let me cut one of those. Okay, it simply states Argosy bookstore, a couple of Victorian people, a male and a female, reading some books inside a bookstore, okay? And these, if I measure correctly, should go like this, okay, from the inside. Voila, la, la, la. I need this one. Okay, so this one will go like that. Okay, we'll go like that. Let me apply 2 solutions on on the piece there. I will add this solution here that is called micro set, that will allow the paper, the decal, to perfectly get there. Okay, like that. And then I forgot something. I forgot some water for cleaning my brush. Okay, now I take some water. I dip this into the water like that. Just some seconds. A little more. Good. Like this. And I will start sliding off the decal like that. And I will start placing it there. Like that. Okay, guys? Like that. And then I will use the other solution to get these properly attached. Like that. Like that. Okay, so this one, the blue one, the micro set, prepare the surface to accept the decal, okay, to accept the decal. Then the second one, this one, the red one, it's like having it's like ironing the decals. It will flatten the decal on top of the PVC, the transparent PVC, in order to get it sticked to it. Maybe you have noticed it, but this has white paper from the back, and the colors are different when you apply them onto something that is transparent, like this one, okay? Like that. You simply need to wait some time, and then this one I think will go somewhere in the middle there. Let me try.
And you the keeper now. It's a kingdom, let's play it how you like.
good like that. Now I will wait. Okay, I will wait. If you are wondering why I made this little base, is because those one tends to go like that once opened, because they are too tall and the base is too narrow, so it is a waste of product. In this case they will not fall down anymore. So I will wait with this one. I will place it there like that. Final recap of part 3 of the 2025 series, and I am starting from Miss Genevieve in front of the restaurant, maybe restaurant where she just had her dinner. And now the cobblestones, guys, are looking like that. You have already seen this part, but now the main street goes further until next here. They will find a junction, so here the building will be interesting in the corner there, going there and there. I don't know if I will go up to the backside. Right now I'm working in plain dark, and also the curve here, okay, and starting from some points I needed to print them separately because they were too large. Up until here, yes, I could 3D print in one single piece, but here I have an elongation here, so 2 pieces, and here it continues, so 2 pieces there, also 2 pieces, and then 3 pieces, because it is where is the largest part with the curve. Each time you have a curve, it will increase the space used by the cobblestones. Okay, and maybe I will end here, but I don't know if I can. Let's go towards here. No, let me bring with me Miss Genevieve, guys, and I will place Miss Genevieve. I will place her, let's say, I will not use this piece here, I will use this piece here, but it is not suited, and I will add Miss Genevieve there. So guys, here you have the prolongation, guys, and if I goes towards here, you have the big pipe. Okay guys, you have the big pipe in there, and also from the other side. I've left here those between 4 and 5 millimeters. It will be a little hard to connect those pieces together. I will try to get it done if I can, obviously, okay, but I will manage to do it. And with those 2 pieces of styrofoam there, then all the other buildings will continue also here, joining this piece there. So some buildings will go towards the corner, and the biggest piece will be in this corner here, giant piece, and obviously not at the same level. Here you will start to have some stepping down here, okay, and then also here stepping down, and then some stepping up in the other corner. But guys, Miss Genevieve, next to the bookstore, guys, you have seen me working on it all along this part 3, and no, it wasn't ready when I started this part 3. I work as always real time, guys, so all you have seen here done from since part 2, from last part, it is absolutely done in real time and connected there, joined them together, so the buildings sometimes overlap a little and then joined. This is the bookstore with the canopy that you haven't seen, and if you were wondering where I added the third one, Argosy, it is on top of the canopy, guys. And the wall-mounted street lamps work like that, and obviously Mr. Genevieve is at a higher scale compared to the building, but it is usual also with Lamax buildings. So Argosy bookstore, that also remember a famous and defunct science fiction magazine from the golden era of the science fiction. Okay, guys. Inside you have some scenes. I don't know if you can see them, but you have some scenes. I already shown you the scenes. So a bedroom on top, a ballroom there, and then the bookstore you have seen. And those lanterns are not too bad. Green, yes. I tried to go with almost the same colors, but instead of using some Nepal yellow, I use some ivory for this building, and the brown differs a little bit. The green is painted with 2 shades of green, dark, and then light green added with iridescent silver. Then the pipes are or pure copper, or then oily steel, and then some chrome. It is not very important to see the scene inside, but is the way those two buildings look together with no space. Yes, I have a minimum, really minimum of space, almost invisible between them, but this is how I want to go. So, and the buildings are one on top of the styrofoam, overlapping onto the piece of 3D printed, and etc. And I will continue this one. The buildings will start getting down, reaching this point here. That will be the lowest point of this section here. It will go up in towards that section, guys. I just have switched on that building, but the other one you have already seen it. Strange color, yes, but I will try to go with those same colors all along this part, this new series. Sorry, pure Victorian colors, not for this section here, but for this section here, yes. Maybe I will use some blue sometimes, and I don't think it is a bad choice to use some blue with a front that is green. Okay, change of color, colors that were in use during a Victorian time, and if the bricks are terracotta and red, here they are more gray, larger bricks. I tried to go different ways on the same subject. Okay, next time another building there, then another, then going, and the 90 degrees curve will start here. So this will be, where have I put it? The curve section here. I have the curve, sorry guys. So here it will start the curve and it will go 90 degrees. Where I have marked that in black is where I have to cut to accommodate the curve there. Okay, and it will go that way at 90 degrees. Madame Genevieve is well there near the bookstore. Yes, she's good. Okay, next time something more. I hope to have some more time to work on my 2025 Christmas village. Ça a été, Madame Geneviève, le dîner? Parfait, good. Madame Geneviève, Miss Geneviève, just finished her dinner in that very elegant restaurant. Maybe it could be a restaurant, I don't know right now. Shh, don't tell her. So guys, you have seen during the final recap and just finished what I meant by one building beside the other, even in the left side of the layout. You already saw that here with those buildings, just one beside the other. But now you understand how is my concept. No, yes, how is intended my concept. Yes, sometimes I get a buffer underrun in my brain, and obviously I will continue going towards the left with another building and so on. Then at a certain point I think I will have a curve, a 90 degrees curve, going towards the back, then a street, then another building that will be the main giant building of that section, a giant building. And on top of that building, secret, zip it, shh, don't tell anyone. You can't, because I haven't said anything yet. Oui, madame, non, je maintiens le secret, ne vous en faites pas. Switching between languages. I haven't switched to Italian or German yet, but I haven't people who speak in German with them, or maybe in Italian. No, let's speak or just English and French with Madame Geneviève. Cobblestone, yes, you have seen here the lateral street, a main street here, then another lateral street going towards the back, the middle, the center of the layout. This one is very narrow, this one is a little larger, this is Main Street. Then a curve here. The interesting thing will be buildings on this cross lane there, okay? On this cross street here, because buildings will continue here and also going there. Difficult. And then maybe I will also slide it a little more towards the back, towards the center, the middle, because I don't think I will be able to finish the curve exactly on the border there. I will try. The solution of adding styrofoam instead of 3D printing all the remaining pieces is a cheap solution, yes, but maybe an interesting solution. I will add the 5 millimeters, between 4 and 5 millimeters tall pieces of 3D printed cobblestone, regular stone cobblestone, to get the same 8 everywhere. And I will also join together the pipe pieces together and to the main structure there. That starts to be very heavy painting, obviously, so much more work, but that side starting to get a look, an interesting look that I want. Very different 8, and with Miss Geneviève can also get a look on top of there, because for the first time having 25 centimeters from one level to the second one is like having my standard level 2 levels. But it is interesting to see from the distance, and the camera here will take a great point of view, I think. And here I will have some houses, but I still need to think what I will have there, a park, something. I don't know. It's too early in the season, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and give big thumbs up. Anyway, I should have been enlisted in the hype channels with my channel. If you find that hype functionality when looking at my videos, please also click on that hype. It will allow me, following the directions of YouTube, to increase a little more the traffic on my channel. Hype functionality. it should be near the thumbs up, something like I cannot put it right myself because the owner of the channel can do that, but it is free, guys, to get hype, and you can give hype 3 hypes per week freely with no cost. Okay, I will never ask you to spend money on my channel. And thank you for watching. Thank you for bearing my absolutely awful English, and see you for part 4, already part 4, in just 1 week, but only if you really wish. Bye.